Dr. Himanta Vishwa Sarma ji, Honorable Union Minister for Ayush, Sri Sarvananda Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for Ayush and Women and Child Development, Dr. Munjapada Mahendra Bhai ji, Honorable Health Minister of Assam, Sri Kesab Mahanta ji, Honorable Health Minister of Nagaland, Sri Pengyung Phom ji, Honorable Advisor to HCM of Manipur, Dr. Sapam Ranjan ji, Secretary Ayush, Government of India, Rajesh Kotecha ji, all the officers of the Government of India, and all the officers from the various northeastern states, friends from press and media. It is my proud privilege to be present here in this August gathering on 20th August to see the various aspects of Ayush, the potentials of Ayush, and way forward as far as northeastern states are concerned. I would like to firstly thank Sri Sarvananda ji for initiating such a meet exclusively for the Northeast. We have very high hopes on you, sir. We have very high expectations as you are from son of the Northeast. So, as far as Northeast is concerned, we saw in the presentation as well that the potential of Northeast is tremendous. And here I'd like to mention that Sikkim has the highest potential as far as Ayush is concerned, because Sikkim is a total organic state. And Sikkim for thousands of years has been practicing different modes of alternative medicines in the form of Tibetan medicines, Sowa Rigpa practices, and these are tribal and non-tribal, both kinds of herbal practices in Sikkim. As in the presentation, we could see that 182 herbs, medical herbs, have been identified only in Sikkim. But here I'd like to mention that my great-grandfather was an Ayurvedic physician, even though he was not a qualified physician because those days there was no degree system, but he practiced, and the legacy continued with my grandfather and my father. They used to practice, still they practice. From what I believe is, the kind of research and the kind of documentation that needs to be done hasn't been done. That is the greatest irony, because I remember one of my professors during my postgraduate days saying, he suddenly asked in our class, okay, tell me, which was the highest mountain peak in the world before Mount Everest was discovered? Nobody could answer. They said, everybody, they had their own guess, they said different names and all. And coolly, our professor said it was Mount Everest only, but it was not documented. That is the case. That is the case. The case is, there is a tremendous potentiality, and there are no exploration. The proper kind of exploration, the proper kind of ethnobotanical taxonomy, the identification of plants, the the segregation proper, and really knowing the active ingredients in toto and standardization, all these things have not been done. There are few herbs that I think with the good initiative of the Ayush Ministry, okay, we could reach to a very satisfactory standardization level, but there are miles to go as far as Ayush is concerned. And in the Northeast, we need to establish institutions. If we really want some kind of good research to go on, sustainable research is required. Why allopathic medicine has progressed so far? We need to look back. The allopathic medicine could successfully, establish its present form simply because of continuous research and medical education. These kinds of things has to happen as far as Ayush is concerned. And wherever there is a potential, wherever there is a potential, there needs to be establishment of these kind of colleges. Like our Honorable Chief Minister Assam was mentioning about Ayurvedic Medical College, which is a very old one in Assam. And similar kind of colleges need to be established in different potential areas. And I humbly request the Union Minister, Sri Sarbananda Ji, for establishing one such institute in Sikkim, because Sikkim has such tremendous potential. I tell you, because with the establishment of colleges and educational institutes, people will doing lot of research, active research will go on, because you just cannot rely on, you know, our other, you know, NGOs and other healthcare providers like Davar, which is doing a commendable job. I'd like to thank, okay, these people. They have been doing. But what we need is a sustainable one at the local level, more focused level, more focused. Because one institute which is at a very distant, okay, location, okay, doing these things and doing kind of research, and of course, from commercial point of view also, that we were listening during the presentation that there are freight charges that they are talking about. So if we really establish these kind of institutes at local level, then we will be giving more focus on this kind of development, research, and that will go a very long way in establishing Ayush as a definitive form of treatment, both prophylactic as well as curative. This is important, because presently what we are doing is we are providing services on the backbone of allopathy medicine, on the backbone of allopathic services. It is a co-location. You are co-locating. The Ayush services are co-located, mostly co-located. There are very few dedicated hospitals, even though it is a baby. Ayush is a baby as adopted by the government of India newly, but practiced for thousands of years. So we need to do these things. I strongly feel from the bottom of my heart that these things need to be done. We need to establish Ayush exclusive dispensaries, because we have potential, so we need to give these things, okay, from exclusive dispensaries. We need to provide these kind of services, so people will be, you know, confident. They will rely on Ayush. Honorable Chief Minister of Assam was really truly telling the fact. Everyone who suffered from COVID had a hands-on kit, okay, by the side in the form of kada or something else. So this is a true fact. But to really establish Ayush as a form of treatment, as a continuous form of treatment, we need to strengthen the primary, the preventive aspect of care. Tertiary aspect of care also needs to be strengthened, because we need lot of centers. We are sensitizing Ayush. I think we are presently sensitizing Ayush. The IEC, the digitalization, the IT initiative that we saw in the presentation, it was really commendable. Thanks to Ayush Ministry, and even the recognition in the form of Bioshrestha Award, those who are providing geriatric services in Ayush sector. This is also very, very good initiative. So the main thing is there are two aspects of things that needs to be seen. One in the form of Ayush care, as I already mentioned, that we need to establish these exclusive Ayush dispensaries, more hospitals, more manpower, more dedicated manpower in this field, and of course incentives. And what I strongly feel in the state of Sikkim, because I became a minister just for two years, and what I have been seeing is the Ayush employees, they are poorly paid, because the pay scale is very poor. I think we need to look into this aspect also, because those who are working in Ayush sector, they are getting less pay as compared to allopathic medicine. I think we should vouch for equal pay. Then only they will get more initiative. I think this is important. And as far as this investment thing is concerned, yes, we need investment for progress. The Invest India that we saw, I saw a ray of hope through them. I really request them to explore Sikkim and invest accordingly, whatever they feel they can explore. Even I invite the Davar Research Group to really look into the potentials of Sikkim, because Sikkim can glorify Ayush. Once again I can tell you that Sikkim can really glorify the Ayush services of India as a whole, the international market will really, we can capture through Sikkim. By virtue of being organic and by virtue of, having so much material, so much biodiversity, so much of, herbs, so many unexplored and explored herbs, we can really do a good market internationally as well. So really, on this occasion, I'd like to once again thank Sri Sarbananda ji for taking this initiative, son of our Northeast, and we have huge expectation on you, sir, because our whole plan, the future of Northeast as far as Ayush is concerned, it rests on you completely, because we need to really do something radical to give a good, an Ayush system care in Northeast, because which is already there, but it is in a tidbits everywhere, because in Assam it is practiced in tidbits, in Sikkim it is tidbits, so all these things are in tidbits. So we need to organize, I think, in a more comprehensive way, so that we give more comprehensive Ayush care separately, as well as along with allopathic medicine, and by establishing institutions and by establishing the primary care institutes, the dispensaries, and providing adequate manpower. This will definitely augment our services, and with this great hope, I'd like to thank you all from all the people of Sikkim for organizing this kind of conclave here and giving us an opportunity to really put forward our viewpoints on this occasion. Thank you all. Jai Hind.